17 News is your local election headquarters. We have a new update on the race for California's next governor. 17's Vincent DeMonte joins us in studio now to break down what a recent poll may mean for the state of the race.
Yeah, a new Emerson College poll is showing Fox News host and Republican Steve Hilton as the frontrunner for California's governor's race. I took a look to see if this spells trouble for California Democrats. Early Friday morning, Emerson College dropped a new poll that takes a look at how California voters feel about the race to fill California's highest office and the upcoming special election regarding Proposition 50. The survey collected responses from 900 likely California voters and asked this question: among the following candidates, who would you support at this time? In a surprising look at the numbers, Republican and Fox News host Steve Hilton is in the lead at 16%. Following close in second is Katie Porter at 15%. Porter's drop in the polls comes after controversial videos of her past behavior went viral a few weeks ago. Other contenders are Riverside Sheriff and Republican Chad Bianco at 11%, former Los Angeles Mayor and Democrat Antonio Rigosa at 5%, and former Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra also at 5%. The other candidates had less than 3% support. According to the poll, 39% of voters remain undecided. I sat down with political analyst Tal Eslick to discuss the state of the race.
I was really drawn to the nearly 40% of California voters that are completely undecided. Now, the question is, are those folks who are undecided as to what candidate they're going to support, or just with which candidate within their own party? Eslick also discussed why Hilton was able to gain traction over the other Republicans in the race, namely Sheriff Chad Bianco. The reality is, in a state as big as ours, Steve Hilton has clearly been able to reach more voters, and more voters are familiar with him. But again, if you had to ask most rank and file Republican voters, do they support a sheriff or a television personality? I actually assume Sheriff Bianco would do better in that sort of environment. He also touched on how Porter's viral videos may not be the end of her campaign. There's a bunch of voters now that know Katie Porter is tough. No, she doesn't kind of put up with anything from anybody. And that ultimately could play out for her in a positive way if voters begin to feel that she'll hold corporate interests responsible, or that she'll take the fight to President Trump. That could make her a very popular Democrat. With just under 2 weeks until the November 4th election deadline, the Emerson poll also looks at support for the redistricting measure. The numbers show more Californians voting yes on the measure. According to the poll, 57% would vote yes if the election were held today. 37% would vote no, and 6% are still undecided. With Election Day on the horizon, this might be an early sign that the redistricting measure may get its feet off the ground. Yeah, the deadline to cast your mail-in ballots is November 4th. In-person voting will also be held on that day. In studio, Vincent DeMonte, 17 News.